As I said, had a long career with Ferrari as an engineer first. In fact, he was the engineer of one of my drivers, Eddie Irvine, and this is when we met in 1996. Then he came and became team manager of Ferrari, and then he decided that he still wanted to be very active on the youth program, and then took on this incredible assignment of looking after young drivers. And he, better than anybody else, can tell you now about the Ferrari Driving Academy, and you will see especially an online coverage of all of our activities coming very soon online, Kaspersky and Ferrari Drivers Academy.
Yeah, as you said, Enrico, Ferrari is not only Formula One, it's not only cars that are going really at the top of the class, but we are looking as well to the young people, and we started in the 2010 this new project, Ferrari Driver Academy, and the objective is to grow young talent from the go-kart level to the top, to the pinnacle of the motorsport. And hopefully they can come racing here one time in Formula One with a car. So it's a quite challenging program, because when you work with a young boy, young girl, maybe, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's a completely different business than working with a professional driver. And we, as engineers, we have a lot of experience working with the top level of the drivers, and we want now to give this experience to the young drivers. This is very good. It's a good message. It's a good message for Ferrari, and I think it can be a good message for our party. We don't do only driving with these boys, but we do all we try to give them a professional preparation at 360 degrees. So from physical preparation, we do mental training with them, we are working with the simulator. We are trying to do all, to give them all the tools in order to become a professional, a real professional driver. And to be honest, especially this year, we have some result. First with Antonio, then with the other drivers, so we are quite happy that are following us in our suggestion, let's say.
Okay, one question for Luca, because of course when I said, I just summed up his career, not that I forgot to mention, but I was keeping this as a key for the next question. Luca has been the engineer of Michael Schumacher, and he won not only many races, but he also won many championships as the engineer of Michael Schumacher. The driver and the engineer are the combination, okay, which makes it successful. So it's obvious that who better than Luca can tell us a little bit about Antonio. Maybe, obviously far away from being Michael Schumacher, but let's hope that, maybe Michael Schumacher in the first 4 races of his career did not win 3. I don't know, I'm asking.
Yeah, that's, I met Michael when I was already a champion, to be honest, when he was with Ferrari with us, and so he was already the pinnacle, let's say. But with Antonio, go-kart is one thing. Go-kart is a discipline where all the drivers that are racing here in Formula One, one time they were in go-kart. So it's a discipline where you needed to have experience, but it's not enough to be there to become a professional driver, for sure. So when we are scouting these drivers, we are not concentrating on their driving style, to be honest, or their speed, but we are looking on the character more. So the need and the willing to win, the willing to achieve an objective, to arrive somewhere, and especially become a professional driver, a Formula One driver. So this kind of push that they got inside is something that you cannot give to them. So it's something that is on board. That's it. So and we are looking especially for on this kind of characteristic on the driver. And well, hopefully we find in Antonio this kind of things, and we decided to try to work with him. And at the moment we have good result.
Thank you, Luca. Now it's time for questions.